Shlanjava. Today's band comes from Scotland, and this is exactly what we can review here. Today's album is exactly a typical example of what we call bedroom black metal. That is one-man project creating black metal all alone, no producers or whatnot, not to mention band members. And that clearly has quite a few problems, but before we get into those and the actual music, let's take a look how this fine looking digipack release looks like. So as you can see, the band is Bròn, means sorrow in Gaelic if I'm not mistaken, and the album is called Where the Leaden Dawn Meets Iron Shores. Really nice looking twofold digipack, and as you can see, limited to 500 copies, 3 tracks, and that's basically what there is to it. Here's the booklet. So more nice atmospheric art, which in fact fits the music very well, as you can see. Very nice overall. And there are the lyrics just in this very simple booklet. Now, as you might guess, music-wise, this is more on the atmospheric side. That is very kind of a beautifully crafted music, well, at least theoretically speaking. What we have here is a one-man band playing melodic atmospheric black metal with lots of keyboards. So that is to say, it kind of stuff what Limbic art were doing already in the early or mid-90s. Unfortunately, while Bròn is trying to, follow the same path, basically having those kind of a 90s vibe keyboards and synthesizers and also guitar melodies, the thing is that this is more on the mediocre side. The fact is that all these 3 songs are way too lengthy for their own good. All of them are more than 20 minutes long, which means in essence that not enough variation, lots of repetition, basically recycling the same ideas throughout the whole album. Now, this wouldn't be a problem, of course, if only the songs were just good, or even semi-good, but now they are something like very, very mediocre. Okay, I must admit, there are some parts, some single riffs or keyboard plays that are in fact quite nice, but they are not nice enough, or there are not enough of those to actually make the whole album sound good. So what in essence this is then is just like a way too lengthy album with just kind of a mediocre songwriting and kind of a lots of repetition. If only that was the problem, I probably would be more positive towards the album. But the thing is, this album actually has one of the weakest black metal vocals I've heard in years. Really kind of a, I don't know, not exactly a shrieking, more like hissing or kind of a whispered spoken words, which is not in fact a very good solution for music like this. I mean, it totally lacks kind of a emotion, strength, power, anything that would make, suitable black metal vocals. Now they seem more like a placeholder type of a solution, which in fact should have not ended on this album. But not only that, also the guitar work is very lame here. I mean, it's just like, those kind of line-in guitars which you just put in your PC and hope for the best result. Seems really lazy or unprofessional or just unskilled way of creating black metal music. I mean, there's a huge difference when you're doing something like Bròn has done before, or basically any other, band going for a lo-fi setup. But this is not just, lo-fi. To me, it sounds like it's just unskilled, or maybe the combination of bad equipment and, unskilled way to create good sound. And because of that, weak vocals and kind of a weak guitar sound, this otherwise mediocre album is just beyond saving, basically. I mean, with better production, this might be somewhat more captivating, and if only those songs were just, way shorter, because now it feels to me is like this artist has problems basically killing his darlings. All these songs way too lengthy with way too crappy sounds is not a way to do a proper album. It's just like lengthy demo recording where the artist is just unable to see the flaws by himself. Maybe if there's a producer or bandmate to say like, okay, maybe this needs some editing and this needs this and that, this album would be a whole lot better. Because what this packaging actually gives me, the feeling that there's a potential, and even though some keyboard elements and guitar melodies are also suggesting that this guy could do a lot better, but creating music in very fast pace, this being like fourth album in, I don't know, 4 years or so, and some mini CDs and other releases as well, feels like they're just like factory made stuff. Put more work into composing and kind of editing those songs instead of just keep it going like it's like a factory line. So overall, cannot recommend this except for those who are just obsessed with keyboard black metal with lots of melodic guitars and don't give a damn about the sound and whatnot. So nice idea, poor execution, poor vocals, no go. As always, thank you for watching the review, and should you have any comments or questions about the release, put them on the comment box below and I'll get back to you. See you soon with another review. Rauta out.